My name is Connie Jones, and I came here in my last year of high school, and I graduated from the East Hampton High School in 1965, and this is where I've been ever since, married and raised my family here. I enjoy working at the East Hampton Food Pantry. I am a board member, and where we give food to the ones homeless and people that are really in need. And not only do they come here, but we also take food to them. Wherever our services is needed, that's where we go. And we try to provide whatever we can, food and other personal items. That was him when he was in England at his cousin's wedding. Don't take nothing for granted. Live each day as though it's your last day. And just be kind, be good, and be loving. Because we never know. We don't ever know who or what is around the corner. And like I lost my son in 21 from COVID. And that was my youngest son. And he was my June bug. That was his nickname, June bug. But I never thought I would lose my son before he reached 40. But God knew best. But he gave me a heart to accept the loss. It was sort of gradual because it didn't really affect home as much as it did afar. But once it affected home, then that's when it really hit. That's when I really knew something had to be done on our end. They were calling from this place, from that place, from even out of town. And you didn't want to let anyone down. You wanted to try to help. And if we couldn't service them here, we would try to send them to other businesses that could service them. And when it really hit at home, that was really our wake-up call, like an alarm clock just went off, you know, to say, hey, it's happening here too. It can happen anywhere. We were pretty much ready. We had donors that would not hesitate to pitch in and to give. They were ready to give, whether it was go down and shop for food and have it delivered here, or gift cards, or whatever the food pantry needed. They would really open up their pocketbooks and they would really give. And so I don't think that we were never in a situation where we could say, all of our means are gone. We didn't reach that point, but I'm quite sure some did. I would say we went from maybe 125, I think we was up to close to 500 at one point. So the number did change. I didn't worry about the unknown because I couldn't figure it out. I feel that only God can figure that out. And I have always put him first in my life, and I always will. And so I feel that he has me. He got me. And he got you too. I wasn't fearful for myself, but I was fearful for the ones that was panicked and had started to do that. You know, they wouldn't go out. And some people right now haven't been out of their house for a year, 2 years, or 3 years. The way it hit all of us thinking that this could happen to any of us. And especially when we saw our loved ones dying or really sick, then that's when it really brought us closer together. Not just as acquaintance or as friends, but it brought us close like family. And it didn't matter what color you were, where you came from, or where you are on the ladder. It didn't matter. It did not matter at all. We became family. We became interested in one another. And we wanted to do something for each other. We wanted to show that we care. And this is what it's all about. Show that we care for one another. It doesn't matter who you are. You know, I would be in the grocery store and the lady short with her money. She didn't have enough money to pay for her food. I would pull out, say, here's $2, here's enough, take this, you know, and so that she can get her food. I was outside and I was raking when the call came from the hospital and said that they had resuscitated him and that they didn't want to do it because he wasn't holding. So, and they asked me, what should I do? What should I wanted them to do? So I told them to let go and let God. I said, he's with him now. And when I said that, the Spirit of the Lord said to me, you can go where he is, but he can't come where you are. That reassured me that he had made it in, that he's going to be with Jesus. So, and that way I didn't really shed no tears. I was happy. I was happy because I had prayed a long time for him, and he had finally stepped into his own, and he was becoming the man and the father and the husband that he should be. And I was grateful that God allowed me to see that. Faith. Faith. If you will have faith and the pandemic, it'll take care of itself. Just have that faith. The amount of a mustard seed, that's what I said, all you need. And can you imagine how small a mustard seed is? You can barely see it. But if we would just have that little bit of faith of a mustard seed, it can bloom out to a lot of faith. Just like one seed can produce a lot, that one mustard seed can produce a lot. I often think of Johnny Appleseed going around planting trees. So I would say faith.